the greenhouses, checking the drip hoses that I'm running. The soil's been pretty dry. We've had some dry days. And I planted, you know, bok choy early on for the slugs. Got a little bit of remnants there. And then I planted some radishes for the same purpose. And I got one slug friend. He's so excited about his radishes. Oh boy. But I'm gonna take him out to the ditch. He's gonna have to live someplace else. Okay, folks, so the forecast is for hopefully just sun breaks and a little bit of overcast today, but then it's supposed to start to rain tonight. And then it's supposed to maybe rain for a whole week, which would be nice because I could use some garden watering out here. It's kind of dry and dusty a little bit. But that means I need to harvest as much as I can if I don't want to be out here in the mud harvesting. Taking a look at the Salanova lettuce, which is going to go into the lettuce mix this week, trying to figure out what do I cut this week. So the first patch of the season was from the center 20 feet. There was a green and red there. And then the next week was from the outer two edges here, a total of 20 feet. So last week I went ahead and did a second cut from the green because I just needed a little bit during the holiday week. And so this would be a second cut this week. This would be a second cut that, you know, if I needed more, I would have gotten last week, along with the green. It is quite fluffy, more fluffy, obviously, because it's been growing longer, regrowing longer than that last batch. And then I've got this big old patch of green. This would be a second cut on this. So then I also have this patch that's coming along that was planted next, intended to be the third succession. It was kind of slow coming along. And so really this is ready to cut. But there are some of these little lettuces, when I planted them, they were smaller, so they're not ready at all. And the green here, which was transplanted at the same time, is definitely ready to cut. But it could wait another week, I think. And so I am thinking I might grab this green here and this red here. And that might be plenty. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this little red patch here. Maybe I'll just cut it. And again, like I talked about last week, I really only want to do 2 cuts on lettuce. So I could then yank all of this lettuce out in this bed. Okay, dudes and dudettes, I'm harvesting lettuce. I've got all of that in the back harvested. I think I'm gonna leave this patch here. Just cover things up for now. Okay, so this is my patch of baby greens for the lettuce mix. And so the spinach just bolted straight to seed in this patch here. So planting spinach this time of year, you know, a number of weeks ago when I seeded this is just not gonna work in the future. The mizuna is almost a little bit too big, I think, for the lettuce mix. Plus it might be a little too spicy for some folks. I might harvest this just in bunches and sell it in bunches. And so what I have here is baby chard. I can harvest some of this leaf here. This was cut once. This patch I didn't cut again yet, so I can get this. And this is the baby chard that I cut the week before, last week. So it's starting to grow back. So I have to be careful here because I need something next week to put into the lettuce mix. So maybe I'll leave a patch of this baby chard here. Just grab the biggest stuff, you know. Hi, I'm harvesting baby chard. Okay, so I started cutting this little patch of chard here. And then I decided, you know what? I bet I can get a lot of this spinach leaf off. And it's not bitter or anything, it tastes really good. So first of all, I've got the mustard cut. so I can get that out of the way. And I think I might have cut it in time that it might grow back. So I'm just gonna leave this here. So next up, spinach. I didn't do a super thorough job. And I'm leaving these little guys here at the end. And I got a little bit here. So that's pretty cool. I was just concerned if I cut the chard back there, I wouldn't have anything for next week. So that's that. I'm getting eaten by no-see-ums in the big gaping hole. I have, can you see it on my shirt? And no gloves, so I'm getting bit on the hands. I really would like to seed some things before this period of rain, so I think I might seed some chard in between, you know, these rows here, and maybe in the other bed where I got the lettuce, Jang-seed some mizuna and spinach. Maybe the spinach will grow a little bit better as the temperature cools towards the fall. Dudes, I just got my first pack of sugar snap peas. Okay dudes, so I'm gonna seed some mizuna, 3 rows on the west side of this bed. Okay, next is spinach, red tabby spinach on the east side, 2 rows. Okay, this material in that bed is super chunky monkey, so I don't have high hopes for this germinating well. Okay, everything covered. Back in there, laying flat, because I think it might get better moisture that way when it's raining. You hear it? It's starting to rain. So I'm gonna go over here where I was at with the baby chard. Whoa. And I'm going to hand seed the baby chard as quickly as I can. Okay, bye. And in between the spinach that used to be there, I've got 1, 2, 3 rows, about 20 feet of baby chard. I just don't know when I might have the opportunity to seed baby chard again. So I'm just gonna deal with the fact that I'm gonna have too much baby chard, assuming it all comes up perfectly, like I hope. I'm realizing, like, duh. I needed more basil last year. I already had 2 beds going, and I would like harvest from one bed one week and the next bed the next week, and it wasn't enough. And so I don't know why I didn't all at once plant at least, 3 beds of basil. I just did like one succession and then the next succession. And so I don't know what I was thinking. I really needed to start 3 beds of basil all at once, because this is not going to be enough. I'm such a dork. Pulling my bag of basil, 3 ounces, trying to see how much I can get out of these beds. Okay, so I'm clipping back the dill, like right there. I don't know if that's gonna work, but that's what I'm doing. Dill. I'm not sure how I'm gonna package this. Should I just like bunch it up and sell it just like this? I don't know. I have a total of 46 stems of dill. About 6 stems of dill is about 4 ounces. Okay, so I'm harvesting this one bed of garlic scapes, whatever I have left from what I got last week, just so I know, you know, what is the weight that I can get total from one bed. Okay, so this is the remainder from that one bed. I had decided I wasn't going to sell peas this week, but man, I got a lot of fatties now. I better grab these. One big old bag of peas. one little snack pack of peas is about 4 ounces. I've got my last set of green onions and my second try at cilantro. They're both germinating up here at the house, so I'm going to take them out to get some light. Okay, so I've got my cilantro just popping up and my green onions. Okay, dudes. I'm in a bad mood. I don't even know why, really. But, just like this Fiddly harvesting of Orach and the Fiddly harvesting of baby chard and spinach. I kind of keep thinking, you know, like last week I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to improve my harvesting of baby chard so it goes faster, and it's just, I don't know, is it worth it? I was thinking next week maybe I'll just sell lettuce mix. It'll just be red and green Salanova, and I'll sell it for a lower price, and I don't have to fiddle around with this fiddly stuff. I've got my tiny batch of Orach here, and I don't know, I'm looking at my happy little Orach at the bed ends growing so nicely, and I think maybe I should stick with it. I mean, really, it just took a few seconds for me to get this little bit of Orach, and that's probably all I need. I don't know. Am I just in a bad mood? I've got my 3 bunches of parsley. I'm still seeing the occasional crane fly. Hi. Come on. Get out of there, buddy. And I even saw a crane fly larva whenever it was that I was... Come on, buddy. I was getting the clover out from underneath these plants. Come on, friend. Come on, friend. Come on, friend. There you go. And so, definitely not as many crane fly coming out of here as in the early spring. But they seem to exist at the same time, crane fly and crane fly larvae. Okay. Got the collards harvesting the kale. Oh, guess who's here visiting the garden? Mom and Fuzzy and Popcorn. Oh man. Hi guys. Oh, these little fellows put me in a little bit better mood. I got the patch of dazzling blue kale along with the collard greens in this bed here, and so I'm going to move on to this bed. Last week I grabbed the far row, and so this week I'm just going to grab the big leaves in this row here. Chard bed. I've got all the big cruddy leaf pulled out and a few leaves harvested, and all of these 3 greens beds I've gone underneath and looked under these bin boards and got quite a bit of slugs. So that chore is done. Okay, dudes, so I got my harvesting mostly done before it started to sprinkle, and now I've got all my lettuce mix bubbled, and now I gotta bag things up and bunch things up. I woke up this morning and I'm out here to get basil, and I'm kind of in a rush, and I got 2 fence posts that are knocked down. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's anything bothered in the garden. So this fence post is knocked over. The one in the corner over here is knocked over. And it looks like maybe we had a couple of deer or something. So I just bypassed this one post here and put the fencing across here. And it doesn't have a post right here, so it's really janky. These posts were just, I mean, they're super janky, and they were just busted off. Like any of these fence posts could be just pushed right over. So anyway, temporary fix. I gotta get basil. Okay, so I'm gonna see how much basil I can get. I've got 20 2-ounce bags of basil. I don't think I cut these guys too hard. We'll see. Last year I was doing 3-ounce bags, but because I didn't think that I might have enough for everyone, I thought I'd just do it smaller packs. So 2-ounce bags for now, and that's about all I'd really want to pick out of here. So Tyler zipped in since I didn't have time and replaced the 2 fence posts that got knocked over. And yeah, I think they must have been like a dog was chasing the deer or something, because this just got ripped off. And they just didn't seem to have any interest in eating in the garden. There's just nothing damaged out here. Okay, I'm out here getting 2 more bunches of chard, and I need 3 scapes for customers and 1 bunch of scapes for me, garlic scapes. And then I've got to get the green onions, the rest of the green onions. Almost ready to sell. At this point, the only thing I don't have, I guess, is carrots. Green onions, a few more collards, sugar snap peas, dill, extra basil, and basil, chard, mizuna bunches, kale, and on the far side I've got, these must be my garlic scapes. Do-do-do. I only sold 1 bulk bunch, and the rest are littler bunches. And 2 tubs more of salad mix. I have 1 customer left, and they have 2 bunches of dill, and I have no more dill in my totes. So I don't know what happened. I think I might have enough dill in the garden. Okay. So I've got 2 more dill. I was lucky I had enough. Okay, dudes. So I sold all the excess garlic scapes that I harvested. So I just got myself an extra bunch. Anyway, it's good to have the rain. We really needed some rain for the drink for the plants out here, but now we need some sun. Anyway, did I say anyway? Did I say anyway like 10 times? Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. I think I'm gonna freeze that kale next week, because today I think I'm just gonna chill out. I would love to see a bee crawl up in there somewhere. There's a bee. Hi, bee buddy, what are you doing?